Let's wrap up our look at the original series with the feature-length Tiny Toons movie, How I Spent My Vacation, which was actually released before Season 3, but we need something big to go out on. It's the end of the school year, and all the Toons go their separate ways to have the greatest summer of their lives, or at least what fate will allow them to have. Like the Spring Break special, this is mostly comprised of individual segments that have been edited together to form a loose plot, so we'll have one plot line for about 10 minutes, then another for 5, and so on. Plucky convinces Hampton's family to take him with to Happy World Land, but quickly learns that it's painful enough going on a road trip with your own family, let alone someone else's. At the same time, Babs and Buster's water fight gets out of hand and sends them down the river, where they spend their summer cruising the bayou and avoiding the locals. Meanwhile, Elmira's family take a trip to a nature park, where the animals quickly learn that the most feared predator is her, and most of the rest of the cast have their own shared segment, where Foulmouth tries to convince Shirley to go out with him, while Fifi attempts to get the autograph of Johnny Pugh. So for about the first third, I was having a blast. It's like as they were writing the show, they took all their best jokes and set them aside for the right moment, and this was that moment. The humor is golden, ranging from the song at the beginning, with everyone proclaiming what they want to do for the summer, to Plucky trying to get Hampton's family to take him with, to Babs and Buster's water gun battle escalating to the point they flood the entire city. Even Fifi gets her best moments as she tries to sneak into Johnny Pugh's hotel, including dressing as his manager, who is already there. If these jokes were in an episode of the show, it would be one of the best episodes of the series, top 3 at the very least. I also admire that, because this is a movie, the humor could get a little more PG, like Furball considering cutting off his own tail to escape Elmira. Unfortunately, as with a lot of movies spun off from TV shows, the humor does start to trail off around the halfway mark. It doesn't stop, but the good jokes become more spaced apart, and the problems do seem more apparent. Plucky and Hampton's road trip gets quite gross at times, especially the stuff revolving around Hampton's Uncle Stinky, and I do start to feel sorry for Plucky, who's mostly well-behaved on the trip, and it's the family who are certifiably insane. And while I like the scenes of just Babs and Buster, where Babs is trying to get Buster to admit he loves her, but he's too immature, I absolutely loathe the bayou setting, and how all the characters are disgusting deep south stereotypes who want to eat the bunnies. Foulmouth and Shirley's plot goes about as disappointingly as you'd expect, and when Fifi finally gets Johnny's attention, it's basically that Prince Blueblood episode of My Little Pony I had to watch for that one video. Also, celebrities exist, that's the punchline, and needless to say, I didn't care for the Elmira segment. However, when there was a joke or even a string of jokes that just made me cringe, they were always followed by another really good gag that regained my attention, like Buster playing a jaw harp rendition of the Tiny Toons theme in reference to Deliverance, or Plucky just finding a mailbox in the middle of nowhere to alert Shirley he's riding with a homicidal maniac, or Babs and Buster's riverboat routine. For every low-grade joke, there was an A+ right around the corner, all accompanied by colorful and energized animation, which, while still TV quality, is the top-tier standard TMS gave their work. And without spoiling anything, the ending is really good, wrapping up all the running gags with a dash of fourth-wall humor to send the Toons back to school. So while I don't think it's a masterpiece, it is most definitely the show's crowning achievement, and besides some scenes I'll be skipping over, I will likely be watching this again. It's also the first original direct-to-video animated movie, and its success probably inspired Disney to start their infamous sequel films. But unlike most of those, this was actually a good movie, and a great way to top off this trip through the world of Tiny Toons. Thanks for watching, hope you had fun, and I'll see you for my next under a minute watch-through.